ECB and cricket need to seriously reflect on the evidence and the findings and the recommendations that we have laid out in our report. It needs to not have a knee-jerk reaction, not be defensive or in denial. It needs to accept the stark reality of what we say. And it needs to consider its response very, very carefully, not just with cricket's leaders, but with the stakeholders, some of the individuals that might have given evidence to us. This needs to be a time of deep self-reflection for cricket.
What do you say to Azeem Rafiq and Lord Patel of Bradford, who have been castigated throughout this inquiry of yours, all the way through by people who have absolutely gaslit and denied what they've said and turned the tables on them, which is still going on today?
Well, look, I'm deeply sorry for the experiences that they've had. I've seen it. I've seen how the way in which that they have been treated, some of the comments that I've seen on social media, etc., etc. And I think it is a vindication. It's there in black and white. And I would like to think that not just Azeem and others, but all of those who gave evidence to us, I'd like to think that they see that we heard them, we took them seriously, we respected their experiences, and we've reflected them unflinchingly within our report.
And those two individuals, because we've written about them quite a lot, who feel hurt, Lord Patel of Bradford, who spoke to me, Azeem Rafiq, who has spoken to me, who have been the targets, as your report identifies, how much does cricket owe them an apology?
Well, look, as our very first recommendation is that the ECB apologises on its behalf and on behalf of the game that it governs, that racism, sexism and class-based discrimination have existed and continue to exist. They need to apologise for the neglect of black cricket. They need to apologise and they need to acknowledge the trauma the very individuals you state and others that spoke to us have experienced.
Those two individuals, though, they've been the ones who've been getting it in the neck for standing up and being counted. What should the game of cricket do for them? Those two individuals.
Well, I think they owe them they're indebted to them, because I think whilst we were not set up ourselves as a result of the Azeem Rafiq case, there were other issues that came to light, and that's why the ECB set us up. But I do think the bravery, in particular, that Azeem has shown in speaking up about his experiences has led to a more root and branch, I think, look at the problems that exist in cricket and a commitment to try and change that. And I think that the game should be indebted to them, because it's through exposure that change will happen.
Yeah. In terms of the racist deniers who still exist in the sport, what's your message to them?
Read our report. The evidence is clear and it's unequivocal.